She was having them right here, then she moved down in the longer grass, so I want to go check the birthing bed. First time moms can have trouble, and you know, it's difficult. She was right here when I first saw her, because I was going to go out and brush hog the rest of pen 8, and then she moved out right there. Well, that's not a birthing bed. Well, we just lost a good 1.5-year-old doe, 2-year-old. Red 44, that was one of my favorite does.
What happened to her?
She couldn't, yeah, she has a milk bag and everything. What happens is, 1.5-year-old does, first time moms, you know, it's like young teenagers or first time moms giving birth. It's very, very difficult. And sometimes that fawn gets so big inside them they can't turn around and come head first. They come feet first. And so they push and push and push. And what she actually did is she pushed her intestines out and probably died of a heart attack. You know, we were watching her last night. I saw her pacing, and so then I came up here and then I saw her bedded down and she was giving contractions. Then she moved over to here and was doing contractions. But it was weird because last night some of the older does were coming up and actually licking her and really checking her out. They could sense that there was a problem. And in my gut, I said, something doesn't feel right, but yet, first time moms, it's a hard birth. Did not expect this. Here in nature, it's brutal. This happens in the wild, and you just don't even know it because it rots away and scavengers eat it, and they have to eat. Nature takes its course. It's just here on the farm, we try to circumvent this, but I don't know, honestly. I'd have to talk to Dunkel Veterinary Clinic. I don't know what you could do. Tranquilizer, but then the stress of that. And a deer is so small, it's so hard to get in and be able to work that fawn around. You can do it on cows and horses and elk. They're just a lot bigger animal, but.
It's amazing that the deer actually sense that.
Yeah, now that I look back at what I was watching last night, they could sense that she was in distress, without a doubt. But yeah, that's her intestine that she pooped out. So instead of the fawn coming out, her intestines come out. My guess would be if you open her up, which we won't, but the fawn's probably a single fawn. It's probably large for her, and it was coming backwards.
Okay.
Butt first, feet locked up and like this. Well, it's just too big to come out that small hole. That's why normally they come front feet first with the nose, because it starts out small and then as it gets out it stretches and then everything pops. You know, not only did we lose her and her fawns in future years, but we lost her fawns and the genetics. So what we're gonna have to do is get the mule in here. We'll put her in there. We still have to turn her head in for CWD testing. So, but she died in the middle of the night. Hate saying this. Yeah. But it's honestly part of nature. Pretty doe too.